Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another unboxing and review video. In today's video, we got Marrok. Let's open him up, check him out. Okay, Marrok Ahsoka series. This is a very interesting figure. I'm sort of mixed when it comes to the character. I enjoy the character. I'm really curious as I don't know anything about the character. If there's a backstory with comics or anything like that. I'm not that guy. First time I ever heard of or saw this character was in the series. So yeah, it's the truth. But I am very interested with the character, especially the helmet, because it reminds me a lot of old knight helmets, and I think that's really, really, fascinating. Another thing with this particular figure I noticed is it looks like it has soft goods. It really does, and the paint and everything looks really good on it as well. So let's get this thing opened up. Not a lot of accessories. We got a lightsaber, a dual lightsaber, which is cool. Ahsoka, former Jedi Knight, Ahsoka Tano investigates, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I would just, it's after the fall of the Empire, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, there's the box. There's the side art, amazing side art, rear of the box, other side. You guys know what the box looks like. Get that out. It is a soft good in the clamshell right there. So that's very exciting, the soft good. So yeah, I'm very, very interested in that. I do like the paint on it, so that's going to be fun as well. And I'm really curious on the sabers. So I'll tell you what, let me get it out of the clamshell. We'll take a closer look at Marrok. All right, so we got Marrok out of his box, and first and foremost, we have a soft good. Look at this. And on the neck right here, it's actually got a really nice strap right there. So it's not thin, and it's not going to like pop off real quick, real easy. As far as the figure itself, there you go. Got some great paint on it. I love the paint. It flows really, really good. Helmet right there looks awesome. But I love these. It's almost like a rust color, but it looks really, really good. Goes all the way down the leg, down to the to his shoes. And the thing about this character that I really like, from top to bottom, he reminds me of old medieval knights. Even the way the shoes are done is very similar to what you would see on medieval knights. Now, the thing I like a lot about this is this little top piece on his boot, little armor piece right there. So it actually does a really good job of hiding a lot of the ankle stuff. But yeah, his lightsaber, I've got it broke down. It actually, you can do it basically 3 different ways. You can do it without the lightsabers. You can do it with a single lightsaber, or you can do it with a dual lightsaber, like so, which very, very neat. Mine's got a little bend in them, so I need to work on that a little bit. There is a peg, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But the lightsaber itself, the hilt, very, very nice. I like that a lot. There's a peg right here, and the peg is on his back. And I'll be honest with you. Let's see if I can get it pegged in before I go any further. Man, get in there. There you go. I mean, it pegs in, but with the cloak or cape. It sort of hides it a little bit, but I think we may be able to bring this down a little bit if we wanted to and peg it on the outside, which, whether it's supposed to be that way or not, I think it'll look better this way. But there is enough gap on the cloak to accomplish this. So let's get that pegged in there. Yeah. So see, to me, that looks a little better. And that has to be how it's supposed to be done, because, I mean, you want to see it, right? That's what I'm saying. We'll get that off for now. I sort of wish that it would have been more on the side, but again, the character is the character. But like I was saying earlier, all of the armor reminds me of medieval knights, especially the helmet. That literally is like a knight helmet. But yeah, let's look at his mobility. Very, very good on that. No issues there. We can definitely get a decent shoulder movement. We have an elbow swivel. Looks like we only have 90 on the elbows, which, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Decent on the lower back and ab crunch. Got good side to side. Got a good waist pivot. Good hip articulation. Let's see, what do we got? Knees. This is another one of those armors too that the way the knee's done, when he goes into a kneeling position, you really see that joint. So that's, which technically that's right. I mean, if you kneel down, you want to kneel down on your armor. So I'm not complaining about that. No toe pivot, of course. All right, you know what we got to do? Let's see if we can do a karate pose. I'm gonna see what we can get going on here. Boom, right there. Perfect. All right, the next pose, we got to do a kneeling pose, which should not be an issue. And it is not. Right there, plenty of articulation. Actually looks really good, because with the knee up, that actually works really, really nice. Got the cape flowing. Yeah, this is a cool figure. It's very, very cool. I dig this thing. I love the fact that we've got the sort of a matte finish. I was noticing as well on mine, I actually have two different finishes. So this is matte and this is glossy. I don't know if you can see that or not. That is interesting. Very interesting, yeah. And we have discoloration and weathering there, none there. That is, yeah. And the same on this, his left leg has some weathering as well. The right leg has some, but yeah, that's unusual to have the arms with two different finishes. If you've got this figure, let me know if yours is that way, because I'm curious. Now, the fun part of this is going to be figuring out, you know, you have to pose him pretty much, you know, with both the sabers. I mean, I think that's going to be a no-brainer. But if I had to guess, I would say I'm curious about this peg though. This peg, oh man, how is that peg made? Oh, okay, so you need to put the peg to the outside. That makes sense. Got some tough hands, that's for sure. So the peg will be to the inside. Man, that is a tight grip. Okay. Get it in there. There we go. Yeah, so you'll peg it in, or not peg it in, but yeah, just make sure the peg's on the inside, facing inside. So yeah, I tell you what, let me figure out how I'm gonna pose Marrok up, and we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this figure. All right, everybody, that's the pose I went with. I was actually, to be perfectly honest with you, I was actually looking at the box, and I was sort of digging this. So got his cape cloaked over his right shoulder, and basically he's just like, "Hey, come here. I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready to get it on. Let's do this." This is a very, very. I like this figure. I like this figure a lot. I really don't have any complaints about the figure itself. I have a question about the figure, and that is the different colors on the arms. Matte, glossy. But again, it's not that big of a deal. I will also be honest, I need to go back and watch some episodes that he was in, because I don't remember this much color in the TV show. I don't remember it. To me, he seemed like he was just more all black. I don't know. But it gives me an excuse to go back and rewatch some episodes. So, but me personally, I think it's a great figure. It's very simplistic. I like the design of the armor for this character. Again, everything about this armor screams medieval knights. If you look at the boots, even the toes, they're pointed right there, just like medieval knight armor is. Every single piece of this has a mimic of medieval armor, and I dig that. Now, the helmet, as you look at it, looks like it's got a visor that lifts up, which I think that's cool. In other words, it doesn't look like, say, Snake Eyes, where it's, you know, it looks like a armored helmet. If there was a plume right here, you wouldn't be able to tell that this was a Star Wars figure. I mean, you could literally put this in with a medieval thing. You could do a really nice repaint on this, do some silvers, make it actual knight armor if you wanted to. But you give him a sword and a shield, he could be a medieval knight. Just saying. But again, no complaints. Articulation's great, paint's great, weathering's great. The only awkward piece of it is the lightsaber peg on his back, but again, that's not that big of a deal. The cape with that reinforced strap, instead of a thin thread strap, it actually has a piece of nice wide strapping material. So that just means it's going to be even nicer, and it gives it a good look too. So I dig that. The way the cape is made, it sort of mimics a hood. That would be the only thing that I think would be neat with the soft good if it did have a hood. But again, no complaints. Just a thought, just something I was thinking about. But he poses great, even in a static museum type pose like this. Looks great. I mean, very, very menacing. Just has a good vibe to it. But I'm digging this figure a lot. Glad I got it. Glad I have it in my collection. I think it's a home run from top to bottom. I highly recommend the figure. I was sort of on the fence with it when I first heard that they were coming out with this figure. But after seeing it, no, I'm not on the fence no more. And I've actually got a fan blowing because I wanted to get his cape moving. But yeah, look at it. It just flows. it flows great. But guys, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the figure. Also, let me know if you have this figure, are your arms matte and glossy? I'm curious. It may be a design choice. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It's just, I prefer matte. I feel like any figure that is painted black, it needs to be matte black, not a glossy black. No shiny black on an action figure. That's just me personally. But you let me know if you have yours, what yours is like. If this is, and send me a picture of it. I'd love to see the way you pose yours. Find me on social media. It's all in the description of the videos. We'll share photos of our Marroks. So yeah, feel free. I'd be curious. But yeah, check out all my social media. Just click on more in the description. It expands. There's everything there that you need. Also, if you enjoy my videos, do me a favor, consider hitting that subscribe button. But make sure if you do subscribe, turn on them notifications. That way you'll know when I drop videos and stuff. When I do live streams and shorts and pretty much everything else related to my channel. If you liked the video, give me a like. If you didn't like the video, give me a dislike. That's okay. It's a free country. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And as Marrok comes around, please always remember, toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.